Yo, what's up? What's up, YouTube? Hope everything is well. We're gonna watch this video actually about the FBI just leaked what happened between Big U done to Nipsey Hussle. Shout out to Hip Hop News Uncensored.
Forward down the line though, man. So some more stuff came out about Big U, saying, man, and tied to Nipsey Hussle, tied to Future. So they're getting deeper and deeper in this indictment, and it's starting to bring Nipsey Hussle back into focus, and it's starting to bring Future into focus. Let me start with Future first. There was an incident that supposedly happened according to the feds in 2014. Apparently, they're saying that Big U was pretty much extorting these rappers, making sure that when they came to LA, he had to pay them for protection. They said that Future didn't oblige, and they allegedly chased him through the airport. That's a small part of the story.
God damn, they chasing Future ass through the airport. I just couldn't imagine seeing nothing like that, but Big U really lived up to shoot, I forgot the guy's name. It was on Friday. Debo. Debo. May his soul rest in peace. I forgot. I think Tiny Lester, his name. May his soul rest in peace. But yeah, she said he got the idea from Big U. I mean, it's cool and all that back in the day. You probably was doing that, but you about 6 years old, your black ass about to go back to jail. Your son in the NFL, he spending all his NFL money to spend on your um lawyer fees. Come on, man.
The other part it was talking about Nipsey Hussle is that there was a dispute between Nipsey Hussle, an ongoing battle between Nipsey Hussle and Big U, where Nipsey or Big U at one point, was asking Nipsey Hussle for some studio equipment back. Nipsey Hussle didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I actually remember that. I think he actually threw a water bottle at Nipsey Hussle. Man, if I was Nipsey, I would have got that water bottle, threw it at his face, and hit him with a fucking round kick to the dome. Big U can't fight like that. I don't know why niggas he's saying he a karate champion. Where his fat ass can't even throw a leg kick to save his life. Maybe back in the day, but no.
And in turn, Big U, they pretty much painted him as this like somebody who ruled with an iron fist.
Yeah.
Someone that was a tyrant, that you was gonna do what I say or else. So apparently Big U was on his way to confront Nipsey, and I guess put hands on him, and Big Sam,
Black Sam.
but yeah, Black Sam, my bad,
There you
came in and thwarted that whole thing, stopped that whole thing. And it caused Nipsey to put out a diss track to it. So it's been an ongoing feud between these two, but these new things are starting to come up now with this whole trial. And the new thing that came out with Big U is that they hit him with another charge of witness intimidation. Pretty much somebody about to testify.
I heard it said Big U put $2,000 to get someone knocked off. Big U won't learn. Like literally, Big U asked to be locked up in ADX. I'm telling you.
Against you, threatening them, sending them whatever, sending people at them. But it brings into focus this whole thing, man. And I can just go back and remember that was that was the biggest moment, I should say, in hip hop history for this podcast, as far as the story that we covered. Like, and not only covering it, but feeling like we was a part of it and going over there, and it was just a big thing. But a lot of people are kind of waiting to see, and I'm not saying this is ever going to happen, if Big U has something to do with the murder of Nipsey. That's what everybody's kind of waiting for. That hasn't came to surface yet, but there was a feud between them two, and from what they're showing, and it's all alleged right now, he was running that shit heavy, and he had shooters, he had enforcers, he had people that could do whatever the fuck he wanted to do at any time. If you didn't listen, if you didn't pay him, he's gonna get your ass dealt with. So, how do you take this new information coming out about Big U?
None of it surprises me. None of it. And we got to interview Big U, and we got to kind of see him, and I don't want to say get to know him, but we got to learn about him on a different perspective as he grew older, grew wiser, and kind of started growing out of some of the things that he used to be. And it was, make no mistake, he was exactly who they are painting him out to be. Like he ruled with an iron fist, allegedly. He was out there running shit. The motherfucker had hands, you know what I mean? He knew what he was doing. He was a very intimidating force out there. And you don't get the moniker and the status and the reputation that one Big U has without being someone who put in some real work.
Right.
You know what I mean? But during that time, there were times where the internet wasn't as prevalent and information wasn't as accessible as it is now.
I
So
think that's all hype about Big U being some legendary fighter. That nigga cannot fight, bro. Like maybe back in the 70s or 80s, yeah, but 2000 and 2000s now, nah.
a lot of those things were hearsay or, you know what I mean, note of legend or type of shit like that. And obviously, we knew the rocky relationship between himself and Nipsey. I don't think anybody would say that him and Nipsey were on the best of terms prior to Nipsey's death. And I don't think we've ever kind of sugarcoated that on this platform, but I'm going to stand firm in saying that I don't believe. I could be 1,000% wrong. And if I am, I'd admit it because I really don't have any horse in the race. You just want justice at the end of the day. I don't personally believe he had anything to do with Nipsey's death solely because the shooter would have said something. I mean, why would the legal system protect a Big U if Holder was sitting out here saying that, oh no, Big U hired me to do it. Someone hired me to do it. Someone forced me into doing it. I was a hired.
Yes, I can see that, but also you gotta think this man is a gang member. That's all he know. If he don't have the gang behind him, even if he did do it, he wouldn't he know that he won't have no protection, essentially. So I could see I could see that too, but I also could see him doing it and knowing the gang still protected, or he probably did it and thought the outcome would be different. He would have probably more protection, that he probably get away with it, and maybe backdoored him on that. That would, I believe, probably happened with Big U. Promised him something allegedly, and it happened. He didn't get a protection. He didn't get away. Yeah. Plus, the camera footage never came out. I don't want to see it, but of Nipsey Hussle death.
gun, and essentially Big U was a murder for hire against Nipsey Hussle. None of that information, nothing close to the sort came out as far as Eric Holder said or claimed or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and say that as unfortunate as it was and as rocky as their relationship was, I don't think he had anything to do with the murder, but witness intimidation, making people come out there and check in. We heard about all this shit before. I'm not gonna say that any of this shit isn't true.
And he had a show calling checking in. Come on, how ironic.
think it's ridiculous that black folk have to go anywhere and there's another black person out here trying to rule with an iron hand, making them pay for protection and things like that. And if they're not forced into paying their protection,
I bet he didn't do that to no white person, no Mexican out there. I bet you money.
they have to worry about the person that was trying to hire, like they were trying to hire themselves. I think that's absolutely crazy and ridiculous. But it happened. You know what I mean, that type of shit did go on. We heard about it throughout every hood and community in the United States. So I don't know if this is going to work against Big U, but to sit back and act like it's not true, I'm shit. I don't know if it's 100% true or not, but I lean more toward it being facts than fiction, in my opinion.
Yeah, man. When they start bringing this, when they bringing this stuff, it's not just hearsay. They're gonna bring you evidence. They're gonna give you examples of when this shit happened. It's not like they just saying it and they come to court with nothing.
Yeah.
They're gonna come with factual, documented proof, whether it be video, phone, witness account of people that are going to be in here that are going to be willing to testify and give credible information against Big U. And the last I heard, he don't have any attorneys. That's not good.
Why? He rubbing himself?
From last I
Dude,
heard,
hey, Big, you don't got no attorney. Come on, all that money he allegedly got. I know they probably froze his assets, but come on, his son is an NFL player. Come on.
I don't know if you don't have the money.
Let me know in the comments if that's true or not.
Or I think he can take it on his own, but you can't. You can't. Well, we'll see. And maybe he'll come to the light and get some attorneys, or just say fuck it, take a plea deal. But they're looking to put this man away.
Yeah, the system ain't set up for you to defend yourself.
No,
You gotta understand, Big, you been locked up too. He already a known gang member, a head honcho gang member, shot caller. He been in jail for like 10 plus years. He already had like minor things going on. It's just too much shit that he got against him. Plus his age.
They want you to spend money and
yeah,
get the right attorney. That relationship.
they're not even
matter,
gonna
that
respect
shit.
you.
Exactly.
They're not gonna respect it. They're not gonna grant any emotions. It's just a lose-lose. And another part about it is that they're not going to advise you if you make a mistake. That's why you got to get competent professionals that have trained, that have been through this before, because one little thing could derail the whole case. And if you don't catch it, if you don't say it, if you don't do it, the judge not going to be like, yo, you made a mistake. Nah, You want to stand in here and be a big dog? You better know what the fuck you doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know,
that's
so-
true.
Yeah.
Shout out to these guys. Shout out to hip hop. This uncensored. Let's see more. Like one more thing before we head out. I want to thank you all for liking, sharing, subscribing. I truly appreciate it. You know, I'm gonna do some more videos later on tomorrow. I'm gonna do a live too. Just want to talk to you all and see what y'all thinking about what's going on in the world of entertainment. Actually, let's just watch this real quick. The Lionel B show.
GoDaddy Arrow is so easy. AI built me a website in minutes.
Now what's up, peeps? Welcome back to the Lionel B Show. If you rocking with us and you haven't done it yet, do me a huge favor. Smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, and turn your notifications all the way on. You don't want to miss a single second of what we're putting out. Now let's get right into the mix. Because today we are diving deep into a story that is completely shaking up the hip-hop world and sending shockwaves straight through the streets of LA. We're talking about newly surfaced unsealed federal court documents that are completely exposing the real history, the hidden friction, and the ultimate fallout between the late great neighborhood Nipsey Hussle, and one of the most powerful, influential, and deeply feared figures in the entire history of West Coast rap culture. We talking about Eugene, Big U, Henley. Now, for years, the streets of LA and hip-hop purists worldwide have whispered about what really went down behind closed doors between Nip and Big U. To the outside world, we saw them navigate the complex, high-stakes politics of the West Coast together. We saw the moments where they stood as a united front, but we also caught glimpses.
Hold on one second, y'all. I'm trying to make sure the video don't lag too much.
Those doors between Nip and Big U. To the outside world, we saw them navigate the complex, high-stakes politics of the West Coast together. We saw the moments where they stood as a united front, but we also caught glimpses of intense friction. It was a relationship shrouded in mystery, street lore, and unanswered questions. But what just leaked out of the federal government's ongoing investigation takes us all the way back to the starting line. It completely blows the lid off the exact moment their relationship
Hey, hold on.
fractured beyond repair. Now, according to these newly unsealed federal indictment documents, the feds are explicitly alleging that the massive permanent fallout between Nipsey Hussle and Big U didn't happen overnight, and it didn't start recently. It actually sparked over a decade ago. All the way back in 2011. And the epicenter of this entire corporate and street war, a 2011 2011 diss track titled You Don't Got a Clue. Now let's pause and really paint the picture of that 2011 timeline, because context is everything in a story this heavy. Now back in 2011, Nipsey Hussle
Just up a little bit.
independent empire in LA means navigating lines that are deeply rooted in the streets. Now enter Big U, a legendary figure whose reputation in the music industry and the streets preceded him by decades.
It's gonna probably be my last video. I'm gonna go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive, so they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. He's actually got video and footage of it, so y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all.
Big U ass in this video look tell.
When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about whack, loose cannon, 600, and this internet stuff.
Now Big U was a pioneer, a man known for bridging the gap between corporate labels and street authority. For a long time, he was a guiding force around Nipsey's early career. But as Nipsey began to assert his complete independence, the tectonic plate started to shift. According to the federal prosecutor, a major dispute erupted before that 2011 diss track ever even hit the airwaves. And what was the catalyst? The documents claims it started over something as foundational as recording equipment. Now,
Yeah. This whole situation about the recording equipment. Yeah, I don't think it's solid. I believe there could be some truth to it, but I want y'all opinion. Please let me know. Please like, share, subscribe. I truly appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow for another video. Take care.